Hello guys and welcome back to another video on Sports Reels, and today I'll be comparing my mock draft to the actual NFL draft. So basically, me and Monster Sports 11 did a mock draft right before draft. I'll link that in the description below and it'll be in the eye icon right now. And basically we went through the first round and just predicted all our picks. And now that the actual draft is over, I'm going to compare what picks I got right, which picks I got wrong, and basically explain why I picked the picks again, just in case any of them sounded absurd or dumb. But before I begin, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads on the channel. I'll be uploading more now that there's like NFL news coming out, and I'll make another video soon grading all the real NFL picks. Only from round 1 though, since I'm not too much of an expert. I don't know much about the other rounds. Alright, let's get into this. So first, the first pick was Trevor Lawrence, and I predicted Trevor Lawrence also. I'm pretty sure most people should have gotten that. I'll be pretty surprised if somebody got that wrong. So I'm 1 for 1. And the second pick was Zach Wilson. I predicted Zach Wilson also. I mean, if I was the Jets, like, it was either between Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, but like everyone knew it was Zach Wilson. Both of them are good prospects. I just feel like Zach Wilson's career might be wasted because it's the Jets. Same thing happened to Darnold, so it might happen again. Alright, so I'm 2 for 2. Alright, so for the third overall pick, I predicted Mac Jones, while the actual pick was Trey Lance. Oh, and if you didn't know, my mock draft is on the left. It says mock draft right here on the top, and the real draft is on the right. You can probably already tell from some of the picks being wrong. So this is where I got my first pick wrong. I thought they made the right pick, the 49ers, taking Trey Lance over Mac Jones. I would have personally taken Justin Fields, but it's better than Mac Jones, the Trey Lance pick. I just felt like there's lots of rumors and leaks and like a lot of things circulating that it's going to be Mac Jones, so I just felt like that was the right move to make. Alright, so I got my first one wrong. I'm 2 for 3 now. Alright, next was Kyle Pitts. I got this one right. I was pretty sure they're going to take a tight end. They might have taken a quarterback, but after like I thought about it a little, like Matt Ryan, he still has a couple good years left in him, and they might be better prospects to offer in the future. So why not go with a really good offensive playmaker? Alright, I'm 3 for 4. This is the one pick that surprised me. Penei Sewell got taken in my mock draft, but actually it was Ja'Marr Chase. I thought that after what happened to Burrow last season, they'll go for like the offense line help. But I guess Ja'Marr Chase, playing for LSU, already has chemistry with Joe Burrow. Offense can be good. And hopefully, I think they got a couple O-linemen in the other rounds, but hopefully Joe Burrow can stay safe. I actually liked him as a prospect. I don't want his career to get wasted, or at least even if he plays bad on a bad team, I don't want him to get injured and have his career gone, even before he gets a couple good seasons in him. So yeah, that's why I thought Penei Sewell will be drafted. It was actually Ja'Marr Chase. So I'm 3 for 5 now. This is where like things get messed up, since then I think Ja'Marr Chase will be drafted next, since Penei Sewell is already off the board, which didn't happen. So I got this wrong. I think if Ja'Marr Chase was still there, the Dolphins would have taken him, though. I feel like that would happen. Because in my original draft, that's what happened, and I just feel like the Dolphins, even though LSU and Alabama weren't the same teams, but I just feel like he's a better player. So I'm 3 for 6 now. Next was Jalen Waddle. This was who the Dolphins actually took. And I think the conversation before, like, let's say Penei Sewell did get drafted, it was between Jalen Waddle and Ja'Marr Chase, definitely. And I feel like the Dolphins are still very happy with Jalen Waddle. Alright, I'm 3 for 7. Next, I had Justin Fields getting taken off the board. While doing this mock draft, I forgot they got Sam Darnold, but even with Sam Darnold, I feel like there might have been a chance they would have taken him still, but they didn't. And I might have taken him, but I feel like they needed that defensive help also. Alright, 3 for 8. Next, I have Trey Lance getting taken. I mean, they didn't take Justin Fields, so I doubt they would take Trey Lance, since I think Justin Fields is a better prospect. So I got this one wrong technically, but I feel like I made like the right move by like... Actually, never mind. The opposite way wrong. I made the wrong move by making them pick a quarterback. They actually took Patrick Surtain, which was unfortunate for lots of Cowboys fans. Alright, I still only have 3 right. This is not going good. Alright, next I have Patrick Surtain getting taken by the Cowboys. This would have happened, but the Broncos took him. So the Cowboys traded back, so that's why the order might be a little weird. Alright, so this one's wrong. So 3 for 10. So next was Devontae Smith being taken by the Giants. Did the Giants originally have this pick? Oh no, they traded it. Oh wait, no. Next is, oh, they traded it with the Eagles. All right. So yeah, Devontae Smith was actually taken by the Eagles 10th overall, and then next the Giants traded back with the Bears. So I would have gotten this. I got this pick right technically, but the Eagles took him before, traded up and took him. All right. So I guess that's wrong. 11th overall, Justin Fields actually went, but in real life, in my mock draft, Devontae Smith. Sorry if this is getting confusing. I forgot actual trades happened. Okay, next was Rashawn Slater. And this is a pick the Cowboys actually got, so this is gonna be wrong also. So that's automatically wrong. Micah Parsons good for the Cowboys though. He'll probably be a good replacement for Sean Lee. I'm pretty sure he'll start. Alright, next. This is back to normal without trades and stuff. Christian Darrisaw was my prediction, but it was actually Rashawn Slater. I feel like this is probably the better pick. I didn't research much offensive linemen, and I already have Rashawn Slater getting taken, so otherwise I probably would have gone with him, but I guess the wrong pick is a wrong pick, so 3 for 13. Next, this is another trade, so this is wrong. I had Jalen Phillips getting taken by the Vikings. I heard they were actually going to take Justin Fields if the Bears didn't trade up, so that would have been interesting because they have Kirk Cousins, and I feel like they should keep Kirk Cousins. He might not be like elite, but he's still very top 10 probably, or at least top 12 since he puts up good numbers, especially with his new wide receivers. All right, so the Jets actually took Vera Tucker. I think I had him going later in the draft. Number 15. This is my favorite team, by the way, the Patriots. I really wanted them to get Justin Fields, but after learning the Vikings would have taken him anyways, which would be a surprise to me. It probably didn't matter in the end. Them taking Micah Parsons, since a lot of mock drafts had that, and since he didn't go anywhere in this current mock draft, it would be a little amazing to see him drop this far, and that'd be good for the Patriots, since they got a pretty good linebacker core now, if they got him. And they still do a pretty good linebacker core, but even better. But yeah, but they got Mac Jones, which is not the best quarterback, but I'm happy with that. Hopefully he can fit good in Belichick's system. So I'm clearly not doing good, mainly because let's say it's like a domino effect. Let's say someone got picked that you didn't expect in the beginning, it could affect all the other picks. But hopefully I still get a couple more right. All right, now number 16 overall, I had Caleb Farley getting taken. He wasn't taken yet, so this could have been a correct pick. But it was actually Zaven Collins. Alright, I don't know much about those players, so I won't say much. Next was the Raiders pick. This was probably the most surprising pick, or worst pick of the draft. I had Tevin Jenkins going. It was actually Alex Leatherwood. I feel like they reached a little. I feel like they could have waited till the second round and then traded up. I feel like they wouldn't have got him if they stayed with their current overall in the second round. But if they traded up, they could have easily gotten him and spent their first overall pick on someone else. Alright, this is 18. I had where Zaven Collins was actually going. He got picked by the Cardinals, but I had him going to the Dolphins 2 picks later. It was actually Jalen Phillips, which now that I think about it would be a better pick, but again, I took Jalen Phillips before to the Vikings. Alright, so 3 for 18. This is not going well. J.C. Horn at number 19. He wasn't taken yet, so he probably still could have gone. It was actually Jamin Davis. I don't know about him, so I'm just going to go over that pick. Next was, this is a 20th overall pick. This is where the Bears traded from. Kyle Trask. This is probably one of my picks, not good. I just felt like they wouldn't. I felt like since we were doing no trades that mock draft, I feel like they'll go with any quarterback available, which would be Kyle Trask left, and just build him back over time. Have Andy Dalton and Nick Foles mentor him. And over time, hope he becomes a long-term project quarterback. But instead, it got traded to the Giants. And I feel like the Bears made a very good move there. I'm pretty sure Dalton will start for now, but over time, either next season definitely or middle of the season, Justin Fields will start. Similar to the Fitzpatrick situation. But Kadarius Toney was actually drafted. People really hated this pick. I don't really know who he was, so I don't have much to say about it. So yeah, I'll just move on. 21, Rashad Bateman. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Giants didn't take Bateman, but I guess they know what to do. They actually took Kwity Paye, and he's actually pretty good. I forgot about him while doing my mock draft. I'm pretty sure I had him taken later in the draft. Oh yeah, I had him going to the Jets like 2 picks after. So yeah, so not bad pick for the Colts since T.Y. Hilton is sort of regressing now. I feel like he'll be done in 1 or 2 years, or this might be his last season since wasn't much of an impact last year. So yeah, I still haven't gotten a single pick right since the what do you call it? Kyle Pitts pick. But I guess it's hard to predict every pick right in the draft since again the domino effect. All right, for the 22nd pick, Greg Newsome, and they actually took Caleb Farley. See, I thought Greg Newsome would be taken over him just because what do you call it? Caleb Farley's injury, but I feel like now looking into it, I probably did I have him taken earlier actually? Oh yeah, I had him taken earlier. Yeah, I thought the Cardinals would have taken him because people were worried about his injury, but I feel like most teams would put that aside since he's a very good prospect and just hopes he just recovers faster, or I'm pretty sure he's almost recovered now, or just plays up to his potential even with some injuries. So yeah, not much to say. Titans made right pick. All right, 23. This is where I had Kwity Paye actually being taken. I don't know. Pretty good pick for the Jets if they could get him. Instead, they traded up to get Vera Tucker. Probably didn't need to trade up that far, but I guess it's a good pick for both teams. The Vikings actually got Darisaw. I had him taken to the Chargers, 13th overall. This is where Alex Leatherwood got taken in my draft to the Steelers. Steelers actually took Najee Harris. Feel like maybe they should have gone O-line since the main reason they had a bad run game is because of a bad O-line. I mean, it's easier to get a okay running back to do good with a good O-line than it is to get a good running back to do good with a bad O-line, if that makes sense. Like, if you're an average running back and have a good O-line, you can still have a good season. But if you got to be a really good running back to do good with a bad O-line. So it's sort of like I guess you could say the Patriots, like not now, but like this year even, they had a pretty good run game. Even though the running backs were not really that great, but the fact they had a good line and good blocking from the wide receivers also got them lots of rushing yards. I think they were like at least top 10 in rushing. All right, number 25, I had Christian Barmore getting taken. The Jaguars actually took Travis Etienne. I think that's how you say it. I think it's a bad move by the Jaguars. I know lots of people said they have 2 good running backs now. Lots of good teams have 2 good running backs, like the Browns. But the thing is, I feel like that shouldn't be their main focus right now, since they already got a passer. So I feel like they should be focusing on that, and they have Jamison Robinson. So I don't know what the Jaguars were really doing with this one. All right, I still haven't gotten one right. I don't know if I even will. Okay, number 26. I said they would take Aziz Ujulari. I don't know how to really say that. When they actually took Greg Newsome. He was already taken in my draft. I don't think they would have taken a cornerback anyway, so yeah, I probably would have gotten that wrong. Number 27, I had Joe Tryon getting taken. I'm pretty sure he was taken a little later in this draft, but I don't know. I remember that name somewhere. But the Ravens actually took Rashad Bateman. I didn't expect him to drop that far. If he did drop that far, I would definitely have the Ravens taking him. I had Trayvon Moehrig-Woodard getting taken, but it was actually Peyton Turner. I think this is a good pick by the Saints. Well, it's an okay pick. I mean, they should have focused more on other positions, but it's still not a bad pick for a bad prospect. Number 29, I had Elijah Moore, and the Packers actually took Eric Stokes. I did this before the Aaron Rodgers drama came up, so I guess I predicted the future, sort of. But they should have taken a wide receiver, or maybe they shouldn't have, because it's sort of like not very smart to have your one player controlling like the fate of your franchise. But he is one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, so maybe that's a good idea. Like, look what Tom Brady happened to the Buccaneers. I mean, Tom Brady's like their offenses, like they're different, like they have much more better weapons than the Packers, but still, maybe they should have taken a wide receiver. But we'll see what happens with Aaron Rodgers. I think he'll stay, and he's sort of just trying to force the team to become better, like what Russell Wilson did. But he feels like he said he didn't want to become public, so maybe that's why, or maybe he's just saying that so to grab more attention. Not saying he's like an attention grabber. He hasn't been much of one, but it's fair to have one of the greatest quarterbacks to actually have a good team to actually make it to Super Bowl since he only made it to one in his career. All right, number 30. This is where I had Najee Harris getting taken. It was actually Greg Rousseau. People were saying Najee Harris would have been a bad pick to the Bills. I thought he would have been fine, but he was already taken a couple picks before. All right, I had Elijah Vera Tucker getting taken to the Ravens. But okay, I actually had this before the trade happened with Orlando Brown, so this is where this one doesn't really count since this was the Chiefs pick, and I thought they would get an lineman. But actually, they got Orlando Brown, and the Ravens got Joseph Owe with this pick, so just can't forget about that one. And the last pick, I had Joseph Owe getting taken here when it's actually Joe Tyron. Feel like they would have taken Joseph Owe over Joe Tyron if they had the chance. But yeah. So I only got 3 right, but I guess, domino effect. Like, let's say I get Mac Jones wrong at 3, then all the other quarterbacks are most likely going to be wrong. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave other suggestions down below. And also, yeah, see ya.